be okay. Okay. Are we okay now? Yeah, sure. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Now, the hard part. Oh. Oh. This is usually, well, it's on wheels, but the wheels don't help you getting it up here. Let me turn on some more light. Hopefully that'll help. And, Okay, here we are, guys. I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but this is a Pelican case, which I kind of like Pelican. However, it had that foam that you see back here. I think you're seeing it. I'm not positive. But and what had happened, it was also in here, and it was in little squares. They were about 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, and about 3 or 4 inches long. And there were 2 layers of that. And what you would do is you would pick out the ones for the firearm to fit into, either flat wise, this way, that way, whatever. But the foam, after cutting it a few times, started to get a little flaky. So I said, it's not going to happen. I can't have that, especially getting into the firearms. So I had a bunch of latex foam. So I said, I am going to make a new inner. And that's what I did. Oh, my 45 fits here. Okay. My new inner. And how I knew that is because of these. I'll show it to you up close in a minute. So, at that point, this is not going to fit that way. This one's going to have to go this way in order to fit it. I didn't make it for this one. This one here usually goes in the other case. But I figured out I have a hole for it. Let's see what happens. So, this is a loader, which I never use. But I like to show everybody what they look like. So anyway, what I had done was I cut the foam out the way that I wanted it, and I sliced it. I didn't cut it out, but I sliced it. Here, I actually cut out squares, a little bit smaller than what you see there. And then, hold on a minute, I'll show it to you. I bought some project boxes. This is it here. And they were, I don't know, 8 inches, 10 inches. I don't think I have any more full ones. I cut them off. So, and I haven't got a tape measure here, so that's not going to help. Not going to help. No? Oh, yeah, I do, right here. I can let you know how long they were. Because it was this depth plus an inch. Okay, so that's 4.5. So they were 10 inches about by what you see there. So what I had done, what did you do? Well, I took it and I first sliced out the center. Glue them together. Because as you can see, we're a lot wider than this. And I didn't need them that wide. The ones that I did, like for the I just lay them in the opposite direction. So anyhow, I made these out of project boxes that I bought purposely for this. Then I cut these holes out of the foam, this foam under there, a little bit tighter, and I cut the squares, and then I kind of just finagled them down in there so they fit nice and tight. And then I took this piece of camo material and I sprayed and laid over, and then I cut them on a triangle here, a cross cut, and then I tucked them in so it would cover the edges. So inside here I also put felt down inside. This side I cut the slots. I didn't want to cut them out, I just wanted to have slots because I wanted these to fit in tight. I put the cloth well over it, and then I took and made a template on a piece of cardboard for the wife, and I put a mark on the template where the slots are. And then she had enough of material to where she was able to make pockets. And that's what she did. So she made all the pockets to fit into the slices for me. And then she took and put another piece across here, as you can see. All right? And this piece is just right here. So, and then we made ourselves a gun case, which is a lot nicer than the one that actually came with it. So now, this is the Sig Sauer, the Sig P226. These are the magazines for the 226. This is a Beretta APX40. These are the magazines for the APX40. You see where I'm going? This is the 92F. This firearms, oh no, this is the Storm. I bought this off my pain management doctor. This one here, I bought that about 8 years ago. This is the one. This is a Beretta 92F. This is about 35 years old. And it's still like brand new. It really is. It's just a nice piece. And you can tell that it's got a little bit of holster wear on it, because I used to wear this when I worked at a few of my jobs. This one here, when I was working with customs, and this is what we carry, because when we had to go out to check a ship, the Coast Guard was also using this. I don't know what they're using now. This is a SIG P226, but this also has what they call a DAC trigger. So there's less chance of accidentals going off when you're on the water, because the trigger is a little different and a little harder to pull. So if by chance you happen to put your finger on the trigger, which you shouldn't, at that point pulling it would have to be an effort. You know, you'd have to want to pull the trigger. So it kind of helps anyway. Under stress, yeah, you can actually or accidentally pull it. But for most part, this is the DAC trigger P226. And like I said, if we had to go out and inspect a vessel or something out there, this is what you would carry. Because if you had, again, to pull it, you didn't have to worry too much about the trigger being accidentally pulled. This is the Storm. This is a nice fire. This is also a Beretta. That's a nice shooting firearm for the size. This one is the APX 40. This is a nice firearm. However, I had troubles with this firearm. It blew the extractor 3 times. I bought it brand new at Cabela's. Buying at Cabela's wasn't the issue. I took it to the range, loaded up the mag, put it up there, popped off 2 rounds, didn't fire anymore. I had to keep racking it. Now, because I'm seeing lead, not lead, but brass being ejected, he has gotten a few of these back from here in Connecticut with the extractors blowing. He says then when he was talking with Beretta, they're not sure, but they think they had a bad run. Hello, you're not sure? You know, so, and the extractors were bad or something. I forgot what he actually said. But apparently it was happening with a few of these things. So they finally got it right. So it's working, it's fine. I like it. It will someday be a firearm that I'll carry. But right now I don't quite trust it, you know. I've put a couple 100 rounds through it so far with no problems. So for most part, I'm going to say it's okay. But once I get a couple of 1,000 rounds through it, which isn't much for me, if I get to the range, I can blow 500 rounds in a couple hours, you know, without even trying. And that's not just sitting there going bang, 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 bang. You know, that's, you know, playing with the targets. But at that point, finally got fixed, and I'm happy with it. And I was surprised that Beretta let something like that go out. I really was, because Beretta's always been top shelf in my book. This one is the FN, and this is the FN9 if I remember correctly. Hello. They make 2 of them and they're almost identical. Where's the other one? One's a striker, one is hammer. They're not identical, but they have the same, basically the same cutouts and basically the same thing. A little bit different on the finish. This one has a safety on it only because it is a hammer driven. But this is the FN 509. Yeah, the 509, which is a nice gun. I like FN, Beretta, and SIG. Those are guns that I usually will go to first. Now, I do have I forgot what I had in there. Oh, I have a CZ. I have the H&K. I like them. Don't get me wrong, but they're good. They're good guns. I'm telling you, I like them. There's just a few little things about them that, you know,